Can we just take them all, shove them in a box somewhere, and chuck them off the internet already? Also, Nikki, you aren't better than anyone. In fact, you have an entire thread talking about all the bad things you have done on here. Birds of a feather, though. Seems like you did this tweet to mock the situation. Chat, we are cashing the fuck in next time somebody goes down. I don't want to hear it. Morals be damned! Congratulations. Hopefully you can, cash in on yourself going down, motherfucker. Who do you think you are? Who are you men? The time has finally come. It is finally time to cancel the damn Goon Squad. That's right. The group of anti-Os that go around talking smack on smaller creators and trying to cancel everyone on the internet. It is now time that they get on themselves. Hello everyone, how are you all doing today? My name is Bather, Queen of Spade, and I am someone that these people have been trying to bring down for over a year now. Yes, hi, nice to meet you. I met the Goon Squad back in 2019 when I was speaking out against Hanson and when I became friends with Real Stream News. Ever since, we have had a lot of problems. I've even had problems with Creepshow Art due to this, and she and I have gotten into quite a few arguments where she basically told me that she was going to make everyone hate me online and make me want to log off the internet because I didn't support Chris Hansen, and at the time I liked Real Stream News, so I was apparently very worrisome. Now, I feel like the internet is actually finally finding out who these people are. Hi, internet! I am so glad that you decided to join me and realize that Creepshow Art is a creep. Something I've been saying since 2019, that all these people suck. Are we all on the same page now? Can you stop canceling me for saying that the Goon Squad sucks? And that, anyway, let's just get into why they suck and why they should be canceled with Creepshow Art. I'm talking about Ms DeOrio. I'm talking about Tommy CSFTP. I'm talking about Augie. I am talking about all of those people. Hell, let's even cancel Repzilla because he also on LolCow, y'all. And also, let's cancel Repzion because he's a douche, and he's being a douche to Kales Brown, and she's a very sweet girl, and I think he's an asshole. And he's doing the same thing to her that he did to me back with the Hanson stuff. It's like this dude doesn't learn. He just repeat behavior over and over and over again, treating his subs like absolute crap and garbage and acting entitled. And I've had enough of it. I've had enough of these people since 2019. So now that it's 2021 and they're finally being outed, did you think I was just going to sit here and not open my big mouth? You know, I probably would have, but Tommy C decided to do some streams on me to stick up for my stalkers, stick up for people that were sticking up for my abusive ex. So can I be that surprised that he doesn't believe Emily? No, I'm not surprised. I'm sorry, is the internet surprised? The internet is surprised that the Goon Squad is a bunch of misogynistic, sexist, piece of shit men that go around trying to attack victims and survivors of things and then tries to get content off of their reactions. Hi, I'm the last person they did it to. Nice to meet you. Yeah, congratulations on figuring that out, internet. So now let's take a look at it all together. And maybe this time when I tell you that Creepshow Art and the Goon Squad are a bunch of crappy people and Repzion and the likes all crap, maybe now you'll believe me. Just, let's get into it. I have nothing to do with this, but of course they have to bring me up. So here I am, a motherfucks. Ms DeOrio. Yes, Ms DeOrio. The dude that tried to ruin Illuminati because he's a big, sad bitch boy. That's who he is to me. He is the dude that went around everywhere lying about Illuminati, who is one of our community's favorite anti-MLM creators. And so I just thought I would throw that out there. Apparently, I'm coming after Ms DeOrio, which I guess here we are, but he says everyone online knows his address. I'm apparently RSN's insane, jealous ex-girlfriend, which again is a lie that RSN and his friends have perpetuated in order to say I dated him so if they could claim that I cheated on my husband with him, like fully. No, my husband and I were split. They like to fuck around with it. I asked why he exists as a person, because it's funny how he had nothing to say to his buddies who milked the Onision drama. They were totally all fine with finding full-on false victims for that. Now that real people Creepshow Art went at are speaking out, they want to poke fun at it. You all support a person in a wig and glasses going on Hanson and pretending to be an Onision victim. Do you not remember? I'm reminding you. But I guess since Shannon is your friend, this got out of hand. I have an idea, my dude. Make better friends. This isn't funny. Mocking a stalker situation isn't funny. These men think that stalking is hilarious. They cry like babies if Repzilla's ex is streamed about because it is doxing, but Creepshow Art is innocent and it's something to laugh at. Also, Nikki, you aren't better than anyone. In fact, you have an entire thread talking about all the bad things you have done on here. Birds of a feather, though. Ugh. I hate these misogynistic piece of shit, edgelord wannabe so-called men, double standards. Cannot wait to see each of you fall one by one. It'll happen, and hopefully it's happening right now, because fuck these men. He says everyone online knows his address, which I don't know why you'd be like excited about that. So basically, once again, Real Stream News and his friends are trying to say that I'm a bad person because I think it's disgusting that Ms DeOrio is going at Emily, fucking around with Emily, when she came out as a survivor of Creepshow Art and her ex, who is Creepshow Art's now husband, actually stalking her. This isn't just stalking, like posting mean things online either. This is actual criminal, illegal activity involving CP. If you are unaware, all of these people are okay with passing out CP. Real Stream News is. Holy Undead is. The Goon Squad obviously is. Do not support men that are okay with passing out CP. Do not support men that are okay with shaming survivors of abuse or stalking. And that's what all these idiots do. If the Goon Squad thinks they're any better than Real Stream News, guess what? You all the same. Same caliber of asshole men that are misogynistic pieces of shit that get off on attacking women. Because you can't get any. You can't get a man either, Nick. So, I mean, from one bi person to another, change your behavior and get some acne stuff for your face before you try. So, Nick, why would you do this tweet if you don't believe Emily's story? Seems like you did this tweet to mock the situation. The real cool big men out on YouTube pick on women that are survivors of abuse, that have come out and talked about how they're still being stalked by their abuser and threatened with CP. Please stop turning cringe drama into cold case files. Holy. Do you not understand? You men don't seem to understand this is a criminal offense. Revenge P with CP is criminal. Threatening somebody with that, criminal. You know, just like how all of you have threatened me with sharing my revenge P, criminal. Hi, RSN. So, you all stick up for that. We already know that you stick up for men stalking women. Tommy C did a whole thing where he was sticking up for Real Stream News and a bunch of his girls stalking me, threatening me with revenge P. So, of course, you're going to be okay with all of this. I'm not that surprised. I'm just glad that you have finally let the whole world know what type of people you all are, because behind the scenes, you're even worse. I'm glad that you think grooming is funny. Coming from the head group of the Onision squad, this is lovely. I was just made aware that N-Bird, Creepshow Art's pediatrician, played in our Among Us tournament and voted to skip with 3 alive. He caused an argument that made some girl named Kate cry hysterically, and for this reason, I think he deserved the hate. I have received several unconfirmed reports that Edwin's stalker he exposed is a hacker by the name of Creepshow Art. Unconfirmed. It's just so funny, isn't it? Creepshow Art botted Deji. Tommy C says if you think about it long term, being a YouTube holier-than-thou grandstander is bad for your career. Well, Tommy, if you think about it long term, being a misogynistic piece of shit middle-aged man that picks on women who have survived abuse, also bad for your career. I am Creepshow Art's mailman, and this is my story. Retweeted by Nick the Oreo. Thank Tom too while you're at it. What the fuck did he edit? I was Creepshow Art's editor. I don't know why everyone is spurging, which is, again, that's a term that is used to make fun of autistic people. When someone says they're spurging out, they are making fun of autism. I love the internet. About me making this meme, I helped this kid get seen by 100,000 more people. He should tell his girlfriend to put on the red panties because all I did was get him views. That's how Ms DeOrio thinks men get slaved. Their girlfriend puts on red panties. Creepshow sussy. Just to be crystal clear, my dudes, if at any point people think that I have an ego or I think I'm better than others, I probably am. I am definitely better than Rich Lux. I'm not so sure about that anymore, sir. I was Creepshow Art's gardener, a thread, and he literally does this whole story where he pretends to be someone that was cleaning for Shannon for a lot of years, brings up the fact that she uses slurs and seems to think that it's really funny. Chat, we are cashing the fuck in next time somebody goes down. I don't want to hear it. Morals be damned. Congratulations. Hopefully you can cash in on yourself going down, motherfucker, because nobody wants any of this online. Tommy C told all of his subs that if somebody has made a subreddit on ya, they made one on me, then you must be an awful person. Since these men support LolCow so much, I thought that they might all want to know that Ms the Oreo has his very own thread, which, going by the standards of Tommy C, would then mean that Nicholas is a really crappy person. Because according to Tommy C, you got a subreddit, that must mean you're bad. Well, imagine having an entire LolCow with hundreds of people writing about how much they hate you. I don't even have that. The reason why this was created is because Nick has a long history of being an art apologist. He's done this before. Recently highlighted in his response to Ms Artful's video. Inability to listen to women for extended periods of time. Can't seem to understand or process basic facts or information. Calls bullshit on anything his smooth brain can't comprehend. When confronted on streams by other YouTubers, he cowers like the scared little boy he is. Inserts himself into any drama he can, always tries to make it about him. Cannot handle criticism and easily spurgs out. when pushed even a tiny bit, as long as he doesn't block you first. Working for Creepshow Art. Recent milk. He leaked Creepshow Art's private Instagram story, by the way. So it looked like he was going to be against her behavior, and I think a lot of people thought he was going to be against her behavior and would be speaking out on it. But then, of course, right after, acted the way he has been. He made a shitty meme about the trauma Ms Artful went through because of Creepshow Art and her husband. Claimed Emily's video was pointless while also admitting he didn't even finish watching it. He was like, I didn't watch the whole thing, but, you know, her video was pointless. She had no receipts. Believes the LolCow posts are hers, but can't seem to understand how Emily's receipts prove her story. He doubles down on mocking Emily, the survivor of a very toxic, abusive relationship, who then had to deal with eight years of stalking from the dude and his new girlfriend who's Creepshow Art. But you would never be able to even live through that trauma. You would have offed your damn self going through that for 1 year. So how dare you go after a strong-ass woman that just went through that for 8 and then speaks out on it? Who do you think you are? Goes onto a live stream and proceeds to lose his shit about Emily's video. It doesn't even have anything to do with him. I mean, unless you were helping. Were you helping Creepshow Art and Anthony? Because then maybe I could understand why you'd be so upset, sir. That's the only thing I can think of, is that these dudes knew what was going on and what Creepshow Art was doing to this girl, and they were okay with it. And that's why this is all happening. Emily points out his watch the world burn attitude reminds her of Anthony, which is her ex, and he actually takes that. She meant like his misogynistic edgelord wannabe attitude reminded her of Anthony, okay? She was like, this dude and the way he views the world and talks about things reminds me of Anthony. Nick and his friends took this, twisted it, and claimed that Emily actually said, Ms DeOrio reminds me of my rapist. They've been going around the internet shaming her for saying that he's a rapist or reminds her of a rapist. That's not what she said. But if you do want to remind someone of a rapist, you definitely remind me of Real Stream News, Nick. Good job. His rabbit stands bully Emily into apologizing. Emily was then forced to apologize to Nick because he misrepresented what she said. And she's a survivor of abuse. So to not have any more problems surrounding this situation, she'll give in. I think the rest of us need to have her back here and need to let this little manlet know, bullying her with twisted false narratives to get her to apologize to you when you're the one being a dick. That sounds like something Anthony would do. So when you did that, you proved her right. You were probably a lot like her abuser. Because that would be a tactic he would have used on her. Good job, Oreo. And we even went as far as to have idiots like Tipster, like this whole group of people, all these men. Can we just take them all, shove them in a box somewhere, and chuck them off the internet already? Since the Onision shit, they have been so annoying. If you don't see how comparing Nick to her abuser is a massive issue, because we don't know how to do grammar either around here, you're a fucking idiot. Tipster, if you don't see how twisting that comment to say that Nick was being compared to a rapist is a massive issue, you're a fucking idiot, okay? Also, this happens every time. You talk shit, then later you go on to kiss my ass and beg for my attention. Sick of your shit. Piss off. Shiloh has accused Nick of being a predator in the past because of how he treated her. It's funny because with the Onision stuff, They all backed the victims until the victims didn't want to be used by them anymore. Then they all actually went full-on attack on the victims. This time, they're like, let's just attack Emily Artful! Roar! There's no sticking up for her because Creepshow Art's their friend. Another thing that they don't want you to know is that they love these sites. They use Kiwi Farms when they cover people. They use LolCow when they cover people. So how are they supposed to get mad at Creepshow Art for using a site that all these mofos use? Even Repsion uses these sites when covered. Do we forget that they used to reference LolCow in the Onision shit? Anyone? People are forgetting that, I guess. They've already admitted that they all use these sites, which means that they also are all using the same language that Creepshow Art is using. Just birds of a feather. And we got Augie. I think it's funny people are claiming my evidence wasn't even concrete proof when Shannon started deleting select videos and posts before she blew everything up to try and cover her tracks. Why do that? If you just wanted to leave social media, why not just leave? Why delete? Okay? Now, here's the thing. Emily has provided more than enough proof. I believe so. Most of the people on the internet believe so. But it's these little manlets that seem to have a really big issue with her proof. So, the funny thing is that Emily's actually provided more proof that she was stalked by Anthony and Creepshow Art than anyone provided proof that Onision was mean and touched them in their fifis. I'm just throwing it out there. There's more proof that Emily Artful is stalked by these people than there is that Jacqueline Glenn was stalked by Onision. So, why wouldn't you have her back? Oh, that's right, because you're friends with Creepshow and you all do similar behaviors to people, so you can't cancel her. That would be, hypocritical. Wait, what does that mean? Why are people claiming my evidence isn't solid when Shannon deleted her post? Oh, there's like no correlation at all to what you're saying. Funny though, because whenever Onision deleted posts in the past, that was evidence to you guys. No? Okay. She was harassed for years but didn't archive anything. Augie, she was afraid. Motherfuckers, do you know what it's like to be harassed online for years and stalked by an ex? No, you don't, because you motherfuckers are probably the exes stalking your ex-girlfriends, aren't you? She might have been afraid. And so what if she was? Oh, you big tough men picking on women that might be afraid. You look like that and you think that... Anyway, just won't go there. Don't sink to their level. We all know he's ugly as sin. Remember when you stuck up for John Swan and then it turned out that he actually did everything he claimed he didn't? Is that why you won't stick up for Creepshow Art? Oh, wait. Are you just trying to make the same mistake again? The answer to this question is no. Nobody would touch him. That's what it is. Do you? Do any of you men? I feel like the only woman that would be with a man like this, that shames victims like this and is as misogynistic and such a wannabe edgelord, is the type of woman that has like no self-esteem whatsoever, so she has to get with a man that will treat her like shit even. You know, kind of like the type of woman like a Creepshow Art, who will be with a man that's stalking his ex-girlfriend and be okay with it. So it looks like these group of people are very similar, very much alike, you know. Because there's no real woman in this world that would ever want to be with a man that looks down on women the way these ones do. This is Emily being made to tell people to lay off of Nicholas, okay, because of him attacking her. So she had enough goals to be like, hey guys, please don't attack Nicholas, but he actually sent all of his subs. They all sent their subs to go attack her and her communities because of this. And what she said, as you see here, is this guy reminds me of Anthony just wants to watch the world burn. And that was the bad comment. That was apparently her saying that Ms DeOrio is an R. Are we forgetting that Augie's whole thing is let's make the internet toxic again? What would be wrong with her then saying that this guy reminds her of her ex in terms of wanting to watch the whole world burn? If your guys' whole shtick is, let's make the internet toxic again, yuck. See, look, here are their subs. Nick was not in the wrong. You were the one that made this outlandish comparison and walked it back as soon as you realized how foolish you look. Do you think that that person, though, is going to go tell Nick that he looks really foolish for bullying a survivor of abuse and stalking? Probably not. You know, that looks cool. Go off, sir. But Emily, when they're bullying you for speaking out, how dare you say that that triggers you and reminds you of how your abuser used to treat you? Emily, Jesus. Don't you know that the Goon Squad runs the internet with their misogyny and piece of crapness, and that everyone needs to listen to them? Otherwise, you get canceled out here. I mean, they're gonna open a subreddit on you too, girl, which, by the way, we'll get into that one day soon, because, Creepshow Art in my subreddit, bitches! And this is why I hate all these people, because their brand, it was always to doubt victims or inconvenience them until they snapped and people could make videos about them. And that's what they did to the Onision victims. Wish Emily would just ignore them and let Twitter eat them up, because it's clear what their intentions are. And that is what they have done to even myself. That's what Tommy C did to me. I got a whole bunch of threats from his community that he was going to dox me and swat me, that they were going to all be doing videos on me. I got told that Suit Yourself and Repsion were doing videos on me. Blah, 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 blah. And then when I got upset, tried to go to Tommy like a real woman and be like, what the fuck's going on? He had to act like a little bitch boy, and then got mad that I fucking threatened him back. If you're gonna threaten me with doxing and swatting with my family, you, sir, better be prepared for me to threaten you back. Don't you go threatening me, sending people to me to tell me that you're gonna be doing shit to me if you can't take me telling you off. I'm sure you're gonna all go crying about this fucking video one day, too. I want that fat-ass Nick and Tommy lashing at this chick. It's entertaining. We have gone from you sound like my rapist to let's be diplomatic, not buying it. Feels like you're hiding something and fear getting caught after you found out what kind of people are in the hornet's nest you stirred up. Well, at least you're smarter than Shiloh. So, do you mean to tell me that you motherfuckers actually went at the Onision victims until they got fed up with you and then you fucking attacked them? And that's what you're trying to do to this girl? Who are you men? Who are these men? Like, they're literally online going, our whole thing is that we attack the victims of abuse until they react, and then we can be like, oh my god, look at them reacting. Aren't they fucking crazy? That's what they do. That's what they do. And I just hope that at this point, the internet has had enough of this. I don't think we need men out here like this at all. It's disgusting what these people do and have been doing out here on this platform. And I think that this whole group of men need to get the fuck on, and they can take Repzilla and Repzion with them. All log the hell off and get out of here. I don't know, maybe that's just me though. It seems like there's a lot of people online that like to watch victims and survivors of abuse get picked on until they react, because that's content, isn't it? Y'all are fucking real stream news and you don't even realize it. Goals, boys. Good goals to have! Also a rapist, by the way. I know you said you didn't want to be compared to a rapist, but here we are, Nicholas. Here we are. You literally do the same content where you go around baiting, trying to upset women, and then when the woman gets upset with you, you go up on a live stream and you play fucking victim. Oh, this woman's picking on me. She's crazy. She's crazy. All the women are crazy that don't let us attack them. How dare they not let us attack them over being abused? Fucking crazy bitches. I'm just glad the world's seeing it now. Thank you for showing the entire world what I've been saying about all of you since late 2019. Now, I'm going to take this, and I'm going to take what you all have done to me, and I'm going to show the entire world who you really are. And then hopefully you'll be logging off with Creepshow Art. Because the truth is, you're just like her. You're male versions of her that get off on taking past abusers like my past abuser and sticking up for him against me. Y'all stuck up for a guy that tried to arm me in an elevator and still make fun of me for it. Because I called the cops and charged him. Which is what you claim people are supposed to do on here, right? They get assaulted, they should call the police, but then you have a woman like me that actually calls the police and y'all still shame. Still treat that woman like shit. Basically, there's nothing a woman can do. We're just supposed to bend over and take it from these men. That's the way they think. I ain't bending over for nobody, so if I have to do a whole series to show how misogynistic and disgusting you all are, to get you all off of the fucking internet and get my subreddit shut down, I will. That's where we are now. I'm going to show everybody that I've been getting attacked by groups of people like this for over a year. That these people have been after me for over a year, including Repzion. I'm going to show you what Repzion's been doing to Kales. I'm going to show you the way that these people actually act on here. Because apparently y'all have been just blinded by them. Because, ooh, Onision, they're going to stop Onision, so it doesn't matter what they do online. But that's not how it goes. I think it's disgusting. There's groups of men on here that are attacking survivors of abuse to get reactions out of them, to then paint them as crazy. I've been dealing with it for a year, and I fucking had enough. And I'll be damned if I'm going to sit here now and watch Emily go through it without opening my big mouth. So if you didn't want to hear from me, DeOrio, I guess you shouldn't have retweeted that, eh? Because once you put my name in your mouth, I'm going to make it so that you want to spit it back out and never ever taste it ever again, motherfucker. And let me tell you, I'm probably the only bitch you've ever tasted. And all of these motherfuckers are friends. They all got Sue Yourself in their Discord. They all got RSN around. They're all friends. Don't let none of them fool you. They all jack each other off. They all fake fight for views. They're all disgusting pigs. And they should all log off with Creepshow Art. And I'm going to show you why. So no matter where you are, what you're doing, I hope that you have a fabulous, fabulous day. Take care. And I'm going to see you real soon. Can we just take them all, shove them in a box somewhere, and chuck them off the internet already? Who are you men?
These bitches wish they was me. They wish they could lay down this beat. They wish they were so sassy. Wish they were so pretty. So they play with me. I got the droll. They gotta scroll. We ain't the same ho. You gotta go. Check your role. You just there to be a shield. They get in the wrong field. Lay them mines down and you blow. It's not a big deal though. I'm the one they want to know. I'm the one they want to show. Put my name in your videos.